I only started to panic when I saw the other carriage coming down. If the other one crashed into us, we would all die. And I screamed, we're all going to die here.
The first of the dead to be named is Andre Market, the brake operator on the NUKETOWN. Lisbon's two other railways have been closed while investigations carried out.
The city does need some answers on behalf of the people of Lisbon, but also an external investigation, an independent investigation. We would like to see accountability and responsibility in the shortest period of time.
It has also been officially confirmed that foreign tourists were killed, although their nationalities haven't been revealed yet, as authorities work to contact their families first. The city is now observing 3 days of mourning. Now it's from the Sky News in Lisbon.
The Prime Minister has insisted he will act on the report into... The Prime Minister has insisted he will act on the report into his deputy Angela Rayner once it is published. Sir Keir Starmer has condemned in the strongest possible terms vandalism that has appeared outside her flat in Hove. The messages describing the Deputy Prime Minister as a tax evader appeared the day after she admitted to Sky News that she had underpaid stamp duty when she bought the second home in the seaside town. In response, a spokesperson for Angela Rayner said the vandalism was totally unjustifiable. While speaking to Israel TV in the latest edition of the Electoral Dysfunction podcast, the former leader of the Scottish Conservatives, Angus Davidson, and former Labour Deputy Leader Harriet Harman had their say on Angela Rayner's political future.
I feel like Angela Rayner's a massive hypocrite because she would never let somebody off with the rationale that she's put forward. But as a human being, I can look at her, I can see her being upset, and I can see how it might have happened.
She is not a lawyer. It's not her job to get the law right or wrong. It's her job to get the right legal advice and support for her son and for herself. I am so full of admiration that this woman, who's had a child, one of her children with disabilities, like what it's like fighting for bringing up a child with disability, is also playing a leading role in public life. And I'm full of admiration for her for that. And I think that it would be an absolute travesty if the Prime Minister's ethics advisor, when she has taken advice, says, as it turns out, the advice was wrong, and therefore you've got to go for the job.
The area where the questions are absolutely legitimate are, why did the Housing Minister make the rules break the rules? And she's admitted that she broke them, she's taken it up, and that's the kind of crux of all of this. And I guess this comes down to benefit of the doubt. And I think the fall for the high was pretty high for the person that's been on the white charter acting for everybody else. And Angela Rayner was that attack dog.
Well, it's proving a divisive issue. We've been to Angela Rayner's constituency to see what people there make of it.
They're all hiding something, or lying about something, or so they're all coming out eventually, don't we?
They all do it, don't they?
About something or so. It all comes out eventually, don't it?
They all do it, don't they? Tories have been doing it for years.
Never liked it. Never.
You shouldn't understand these things quite well, should you? But you probably shouldn't be in charge.
I think there's been a bit of a cover-up, to be perfectly honest. You know, she should have known this. She's housing minister, for goodness sake.
Working class, I feel like that might be stretching it a bit now. She is getting paid over 100k a year. So I'm not really seeing her. She doesn't really care if working class to me anymore.
Well, chief political correspondent John Craig joins me now. Good evening, John. And what Keir Starmer is not saying is whether he would sack Angela Rayner if it was shown in this investigation that she broke the ministerial code.
That's right, he's dodged questions on that. I would just say they're a pretty unsympathetic lot, constituents. Not much support for Angela Rayner there at the moment. But yes, the Prime Minister is up in Scotland today, trumpeting the frigate orders, told to Norway that he was talking about at Prime Minister's Questions yesterday. And he indeed, one of the first questions he was asked was if Angela Rayner has broken the ministerial code, will you sack her? And then he got Harriet Harman mentioned in the podcast, that's Sir Laurie Magnus. The report will be, my experience is he'll be comprehensive, he'll be quick, and that's what I'm expecting. Now, two previous high-profile inquiries by Sir Laurie Magnus. One, Nadine Zahawi, that was 6 days. He found against him, he'd said that his conduct of his tax affairs had fallen below the standards expected of a minister. Second one was Tulip Sadiq this year, that was 8 days. She resigned when the Sir Laurie said that she should have been more alert to the potential reputational damage of her links with her aunt who's facing anti-corruption allegations in Bangladesh. Now, it would be quick, and he said that was the, he said he's expecting a quick result, and that would be the best thing. Now, then he was asked about when did you know on Monday afternoon, that was when the Prime Minister did a radio interview, when you were publicly defending Angela Rayner, that she'd sought additional legal advice which came to a different conclusion. Now, what she told Ben Rigby yesterday was that the first advice was wrong, and then she sought more advice which showed that she should have paid the stamp duty. So, did you know on Monday that she ought to pay more tax? And this was the Prime Minister's response to that in an interview up in Scotland.
What I knew was that she take advice at the time she was conveyed. I knew she was taking further advice. That further advice arrived Wednesday evening, and after the later days referred herself to the independent advisor. So I knew that she was taking advice, then referred herself to the independent advisor. So I knew that she was taking advice. I think with some further information was needed. That advice then came through on Wednesday evening, and Angela Rayner referred herself straight away to the independent advisor. I knew on Monday that she was taking advice previously, and she was taking further advice under the actual advice came through on Wednesday morning.
John, on another issue, what's all this about a mobile phone planted in the Commons?
Well, yesterday the security guards on strike, who are members of the Public and Commercial Services Trade Union, were on strike. They had quite a big picket line outside, which was visited PMPs, and on the day of the security guards strike, there was a security breach. Now, what it's claimed, and Sky News understands this is correct, is that a mobile phone was found attached to the underneath of the table. You see, just that's Bridget Thurston there, just before PMQs yesterday. But a table in the middle where the mace is, and where the dirt is in the middle there, and where there's the dispatch box, the microphones, and a lot of reference books are. Underneath, strapped sellotape. Underneath, strapped sellotaped to underneath of the table was a mobile phone with, shall we say, it was time to play some, shall we say, some embarrassing noises during Prime Minister's questions as Sir Keir Starmer and Kenny Badenoch began their exchanges, an audio recording. Now, the phone was found, we're told, during a routine sweep. That's the search dogs, sniffer dogs going there before Prime Minister's question. But given that the security guards were on strike, some people would say that this was not really a prank but a stunt. And but it is very serious. It's the latest in a series of security breaches in that chamber.
Mate, right now, to be honest, I'm not happy. I'll be honest with you, I complained to you about twice. I'm not happy. Everything you tell me in the video, mate, is a lie. And that's the honest truth. I tell people I don't mess around. I'm straight up. If I got something to tell somebody, I tell them. If I got a question for ask, I ask. You solicitor them. I say you solicitor them. I know you know. But the people who you recommend, mate, I don't recommend them to my enemy. I'm sorry to say that. There's no politeness, there's hardly any communication. I gotta keep chasing them. And then on top of that, they think like I'm being rude because I'm chasing them. I'm not being rude. I'm stressed out. And everything else, I'm moving at a different stress. And simple things like up-to-date, can't keep up, they wouldn't even up-to-date me. I had one solicitor. Next thing I know, I make a phone call today. I realize he's off the case and he passed the case to somebody else because he's busy. Not even a courtesy, mate, for dropping my man an email or call me and say, look, mate, I'm busy. Yeah, I'm fully booked. I'm going to pass it on to one of my colleagues for help you. Not even a single line till when I call up somebody else come on the phone and then somebody will turn to me, oh, sorry, I'm taking over the case now because he's busy. I don't even know what to say, mate, but that's not on. That's not on. As a solicitor, you should at least call in somebody and tell the client. There's no professionalism at all. None. I'm straight up, and there's no professionalism at all, mate. Because you should at least call me. For me, you should even email me. You should call me and tell me, look, this is the situation. I will get my colleague to start dealing with it. You know, simple things like that. I tell people, it's the principle in the matter. I'm a man with principle. It's like simple things. I asked you to call me before the end of the day, and you don't call me, and then you're going to turn to me and tell me, but oh, your company policy is that you can't be within 24 hours and all this kind. They make you my solicitor. I'm paying for a service. I expect high quality service provided to me. It's like I'm going in the back of the yard and pick up some solicitor. You know what I mean? It's not on. It's not on, mate. I'm being honest, it's not on. I'm very upset. And I tell Phil, I said, I'm not happy, mate. I expect better with your video. Your video is like a fraud video, bro. There's no portal. I can't see nobody updating nothing. You give me all this young when you introduce yourself. Oh, we're going to see a portal. We're going to see this happening on the portal. We can see if they work at midnight. Man, people like the hardly working on my case. That's how I feel. And that's the honest truth. As a client, that's how I feel. Yes, simple things like today I called them and I asked them for a deadline and stuff like that, and they can't even give me like a deadline. You know what I mean? Like how long it's gonna take. Then the dude will take over my case. He's off sick already. He work on my case for like 1 day and then he disappear off sick. So, you know, it's like they're telling me they were waiting for this and they're waiting for that. I get Phil to change the buy my selling solicitor, and they get everything back over, and then it's like no appreciation, nothing. I'm trying my best. It's not I'm being angry with them. I'm trying for help. If there's something I could help with, then let me know. But there's no communication. It's totally lack of communication. None. My solicitor was selling my house. Every week or every day, he dropped me an email saying, look, I sent off the searches, I'm waiting for they come back. As soon as they come back, like even today I asked them, I said, what searches, what was outstanding? It's like no explanation. It's like I can't ask, and if I ask, like I'm being rude. I got a big voice and I'm a big man. You know what I mean? Everything for me is big. My foot's big, my fingers are big, everything's big. I got a big voice, that's how I am. I'm not being rude, I'm not shouting to you. You know what I mean? It's just that I'm upset and I'm paying money, and to me, for the money I'm paying, I'm not getting the service received. It's like today I tell one the solicitors or the cover, whoever she is, I thought she explained my situation since the other day. So look, I'm self-employed. The company I do work for, yeah, they won't give me work no more because I'm moving out of London. I explained to them, they said, look, I need this to get pushed in and get it, try and tally up by the end of this month. I tell them this from before. Yeah? I'm now asking them for days. She telling me, oh, 2-3 weeks, we still this. Come on. Then she tell me, oh, if I, like, I want you to prioritize. She tell me, like, I want you to prioritize me. Because I want you to prioritize my case, but just give it a little push. I speak to me solicitor, and then he asks me things like, oh, how far are you on your side? He said, oh, have you signed your mortgage deed yet? I said, no. Have you signed this? I said, no. He said, well, from the sounds of it, made you behind on your side. I call them up, I tell them, I said, look, my solicitor is saying, who's selling my house, we're behind. She said, oh, no, we're not behind. I said, I don't mean behind like that. I mean behind at the stage where I'm at my house, selling it, and at the stage where I'm at buying that one, I'm nowhere close. I done sign my paperwork and send it back already. I done sign my contract already and send it back. My solicitor have it. And the hurtful thing is the house I'm buying, it got no chain. So I don't understand why is it crawling like a sloth? Okay, fair enough. The solicitor might be, on this side, might be a little bit slow, but every time they want something, and if they tell me, I will get feel to speak to the client and give him a little joke. But it's no communication. Very lack of communication. Every time I call them, that's when I find out something. And that's not on. This is really not. It's very stressful and it's not on. Because like when I first meet you, you send me all this video, you said this is going to happen, that's going to happen. Look, my wife is here. Not one of them things you say in that video made happen. None. And that's the honest truth to God. I got no reason to lie on nobody. You know what I mean? Like my wife is asking, what are you going to do to improve it? Hey, put it this way, me want update every week or everything. I'm asking for his communication. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not being rude to nobody. Like I have to tell the first dude who was on my case, this is my life saving we talking about. It's not a 20-pound dark kettle I'm going to buy. This is my money. This is my life savings. If I'm going to ask you, my solicitor, I got a right to call you and ask you as many questions as I need to. That's what I'm paying for. I'm paying for a service. If I don't understand something, you need to explain it to me. You need to sit there and have the time to explain it to me. This is what I'm paying for, as far as I'm concerned. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But I think if I'm paying for survey to do convincing to me and I don't understand something, you should have to explain it to me. If I call you up and tell you, oh, and you're not there, and I say, oh, can you give me a message to call me before the end of the day? You shouldn't come back to me and say, oh, I ain't supposed to call you back at the end of the day. I can call you back between 24 hours. Come on. You're my solicitor. I'm paying you for a service. You don't know what I'm calling you for. You know what I mean? Certain things are just, it's just like, no, it's not on. And like I tell you, if I don't do things to myself, I don't like doing that to people. But I'm straight up. If I don't like something, I'll tell you I don't like it. I don't beat around the bush. I don't go around holes and all kind of thing like the reporting saying I'm being rude. It's not being rude. I'm paying for a service. I expect a certain amount of level of a service. If you tell me you tell me you providing a 5-star service, So when I come to you, I'm looking for 5-star service. It's like if I go to a hotel and I got 5-star, I don't expect when I go to see all the star fall off and only half the up. That's exactly what's happening here right now. You tell me 5-star service, I'm gonna get portal, I'm gonna see this happening, I'm gonna see that happening. Where's the portal? Oh my God. Mate, I don't got right down to. I remember everything somebody tell me. I'm a perfectionist. I do my own homework, my own investigation. I want to know every little thing. I'll say, this is my life saving we talking about. This is not no dark kennel I'm buying for my dog. This is my home. And if it's my home, I want to make sure things are doing right, and I want to ask questions. If I got a question, I like to ask it. I don't sit on my hands on my mouth. My mother never teach me that. One reason I could see taking this long, everybody who's working on my cases either going on leave or disappearing. If I'm doing your job for you, and every 2 days or every day I'm sick or not or off work, how is anybody cases gonna get moved, mate? You ain't gotta be a rocket scientist to work out that. Certain things is common sense, mate. Certain things you gotta be a lawyer, you gotta be a judge or a magistrate or the prime minister for no certain things. Certain things is common sense. And like I said, you tell me about portal, you tell me I can see what's happening. I didn't see nothing.
Where's the portal? Where's the login?
Where exactly, as my wife is saying, where's the portal, where's the login? Where's all of this? You keep all of this yin yang on a video, what's like false?
It's fraud.
As my wife is shouting, it's fraud. Can you tell me one thing, but we ain't seen that? We seen the total opposite. All I want, mate, everybody wants the money, and all I want is me house. That's all I'm asking for. Just start this out before the end of the month. That's all I'm asking. I ain't asking for nothing more. Like I tell them, if I don't work, I can't pay my bills. I'm buying a house and selling a house. It's not good to be without work. You know what I mean? If I was moving inside of London, it's a totally different kettle of fish. The company will still keep giving me work, but because I'm moving that far out to London, it's like no. Because they don't want me to start a job and then I can't complete a customer job. Which I totally understand. I can't vex with them for that. But at the same time, I expect if I ask my solicitor to help me and do something, because I'm paying you for doing it, I would thought that you should be helping me, not telling me about, oh, I know it takes this time and that time, but come on. There's certain things you could do from your side to speed it up. We all know that. Like I tell the solicitor, this is not my first house I'm selling. I sell house before. It's not the first purchase I'm purchasing a house. I've been through all this already, so I know how it works.
Yeah, you know the first time.
You know what I mean? I'm not first time buying one, know nothing out there. I know it works. And these days, even if you know it works, you go on YouTube, you go all over the place and you can see videos how it's supposed to work and what's supposed to happen. And as I said, mate, I'll tell you from before when we speak, I hear people telling me sorry. Sorry to me is just a word that people use just to make you feel nice. And I don't deal with that. I prefer don't tell me sorry, man. I like to see action. Action speaks louder than words.
Action from this conversation.
Yeah, all I want to know is what's going to happen and when we going to see this portal after we outsell. Man, they ain't not happening on the portal since the day we had it. As my wife said, that's fraud. They ain't nothing happening in there. You last night, you see if you see anything there. There ain't no documents, there ain't nothing there. They are not a single thing, mate. And that's the honest truth. And like I said, what you explained to me in your video and what am I getting, is totally nothing the same. So either you need to rechange your video or sort your solicitors out. I don't know which one. Well, whenever I speak to Phil, I'm going to tell Phil I'm not happy at all, mate. Phil hasn't done me nothing. Phil is a very nice dude. I appreciate everything that he helped me and he find me somebody, but boy, if I know it would have cost me all of this stress, I might as well go and look for a man around the corner. Because I expect to get a recommendation from somebody and he highly recommends you. And to know that he highly recommends you and end up in this stage is not pretty, it's not nice.
Sorry, are you going to put that in writing to us, what you've just said?
Wrong policy you're dealing with now. If you don't know
what you
good
just
one.
confirmed on the phone right now, you need to put that in writing for me, please. I would appreciate that. Yep, 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 yep. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. As long as I have this in writing following this conversation, that's absolutely fine. Yep. Alright, and I appreciate it. Alright, hold on. Okay. Okay.
Fucking most of it is you.
Alright, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
I tell Phil. I tell Phil straight, say I'm not happy. Tell Phil. I text him and I tell him, say I'm not happy. I didn't even get into the gist of it, but like he tell him. Cause like Phil said, oh, you mentioned the next dude, oh, this dude's supposed to be good. I said, mate, he pushed me over to somebody else. And that's like when Phil must be like, what the fuck? And like I tell him, portal and all this bullshit you on your video. Oh, we got portal, you won't see they working on your case midnight. No fucking even working during the day, let's fucking midnight. No fucking please, man. That's what I tell you, the bullshit, man. Fucking fast. Fucking bullshit.
Do you want to put my car in the drive?
Why?
Because I'm not going anywhere tomorrow and Shanice will be going somewhere tomorrow.
If you pull up a little bit, she can stick behind you like the same like last night, innit? Is she coming?
She's coming tonight, yes.
Let me pull your car up for now, man.
Huh?
I need to move swinging the car in there right now, man. So I just pull it up for now. She can fit behind me. Where your car key?
Huh?
Where's the car key?
Is it not on the pre-op room?
No. Right in the kitchen, man. No, you put you. And let me tell you something, yeah. There's a couple of things I gotta tell you, you say. And I don't know if you don't listen or what. Yeah, one. Stop resting your dirty ass bag them that you're coming from the fucking road and the street that you have to dash all over the fucking place and putting them in the chair on the fucking bed. I keep telling you, I hate that kind of shit. Your bag, watch this here, man. Your bag, you're resting on the ground when you're there anyway, and then you bring the rest on the chair, be lying down and sleeping and that kind of thing. Nah, man. I don't deal with that kind of business, now. Secondly, turn off the TV them upstairs and the light when you go away, mate. It's a little house we live in. If you're going to do this in this house, what happen when we move to a big house?
Yeah, not too bad. Apologies, man. Every time I think, yeah, I'm going to call you, and I look at the time and I think, shit, it's too late. Or it's too early. I say every time I go to say I want to go and call you, I think it's too late or it's too early. Like my time, I think, yeah, it's a good time, I want to call you now. And I'm like, nah, it's too early in the morning or it's, you know what I mean? So. What time are you up from? Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so when I'm thinking, okay, that 10 o'clock mark or whatever, my 10 o'clock, but then you'll be working, isn't it? You can grab a quick call. Okay, I hear that. Okay, you're at work, so okay, that's good to know. So how you been, man? Okay, good. Okay, I bet she has. I bet she has. So no, it's good to hear from you though. I think when you called me, the first time when you called me, I was at a funeral that day. So I thought, I can't call you on that day. And then, one thing or another. Do you work today? Are you at work now? Oh, okay.
Hey.
Chilling. I was going to say, isn't it hot right now out there? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I hear that. Everyone's good. Shania was here yesterday, actually. And the babies.
Hi. Hello.
Yes. Yeah, no, good to hear from you.
Go outside. Hmm? Thanks for the up-to-date. Look forward to hearing from you. Fucking lying like shit. What the fuck is going on with this piece of shit?